Hi guys, I just want to tell y'all something. Monday, before I got that notice of the hearing already being scheduled from the court, I went and I filed two motions. I filed a motion for pre-service early discovery for John Doe identification. And I filed a motion to ask the court to order the clerk to be the process server, be a certified mail return receipt. Today, this evening, about 6 o'clock, FedEx delivered to me the court's decision on those motions that quick. Wow, I'm blown away. But right off the bat, I want to tell y'all something, man. Dealing with what he read and everything, so far it's been really easy. I half-ass want to just keep going right now because I know I got a winning case. But at the same time, like I said, I read a couple of books, but they sent me like 10 that I ain't read yet. I want to be fully prepared. Now, I thought that the statutes of limitations would be February 7th, the day it was dismissed. No, the federal government, they borrowed the 2-year statute on injury, and I think they based that on the day of the arrest, because he denied the motion for pre-service discovery under Rule 45, and he explained to it in there very well why. He said under Rule 45, that's actually for after service of the defendants. That's the main problem. He said, but also he said we can serve the two named defendants and have the Rule 26F meeting with those two named defendants, and they can identify the John Doe number one officer, that's the defendant. They can identify the John Does in the 26F meeting, face to face. So, I mean, the way he wrote it and explained it, even though he denied it, man, it made me feel so much better the way he explained it, because I think he's a really a fair judge. I think he will help me along the way because he understands I'm pro se and pretty much legal illiterate or legality ignorant, or whatever you want to say. Okay, so, but I would rather give him enough respect to go ahead and dismiss it right now, because I got at least 6 months I can continue to read, okay, and learn a little bit more. But the motion to have the clerk be process server for summons, he said absolutely. He'll order that with a provision in there. One thing, he said, can't serve a John Doe officer. He said he can serve the two, and then after we meet with them again, and they identify John Doe, then the clerk will serve the John Doe officer after he's identified in the 26F meeting. But he said, absolutely, he will order that for me, but I still have to provide the clerk with the summonses, all the summons and the copies of the complaint and all this, which already I was planning on doing that anyway. I already got the summons wrote up and all that. And a lot of what I read, I did glance over a lot of what they sent me. Some of it, what I read, is like this repeat of what I've already learned. But some of it is like specific rules by each specific judge that I might have to deal with, and I kind of want to give them the respect of following their rules, because I want them to help me out, you understand? And the best way I can do that is by withdrawing my case right now and losing the $405 and learning a little bit more. I hope you don't charge me for sending me the decision on the motions, man. I'm gonna go in there and by matter of law, I've already written the let me see, I can get it up here on the computer and show it to y'all real quick what it is. It's it's a notice to voluntarily dismiss. Notice to voluntarily dismiss. It's got the rule of law under it. So, let me see. I'm kind of having a brain fart, man. I hate it whenever that happens, man. Okay, I'm about 60 years old. I swear I got dementia. Okay, let me. Wow, I can't make the camera turn back around the other way. The thing ain't on the screen. So, let me just find the right document here, and then I'll turn it around. I'll show you voluntary dismissal. Okay, let me turn this around. And one of the things I had read and I glanced over one of the judge's specific rules, one of the pages. I was just glancing over it, and I noticed in there it said, what did it say? It said that all the font had to be 13 or bigger. This right here is either, I've been doing everything in 12, so everything I done wrote is wrong, but my software here, it does 12 and 14. It goes from 12 to 14. Man, I wish I could figure out how to turn this camera around right here. It don't have the little thing there, you know. The way I turned it around before I started it. Okay, but let me just read it to y'all, okay? Plaintiff appearing pro se respectfully files the notice of voluntary dismissal pursuant to Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 41A 1AI. No defendant has been served. No defendant has filed an answer or motion for summary judgment. Plaintiff states as follows. Plaintiff wishes to voluntarily dismiss this action without prejudice. Plaintiff is proceeding without counsel and is concerned about their ability to understand and comply with all procedural rules required in federal court. Okay? Plaintiff does not wish to risk misunderstanding procedural requirements or being subjected to potential fee-shifting consequences if the case proceeds. Because no summons have been served on any defendants and no response pleadings has been filed, dismissal without prejudice is proper as a matter of right under Rule 41A, subsection A, Rule 41, Section A, subsection 1, Section A, subsection I. Okay, I'll give y'all a quick glance. Now, this hasn't been filed, but I think I'm going to go ahead and go file this tomorrow or Friday, and then that's going to give me 6 months, 7 months where I can actually, at least 6, because if it's 10-4 was the day of the rest, 2 years, I got till 10-5, but I want to be able to have at least them 30 days to make that service in right away, you understand? So, actually, man, probably 90 days, huh? I know I got at least 3 to 6 months. But I probably better do 6 months or so and make my decision then. But, okay. But anyway, wherefore plaintiff respectfully gives notice that this action is voluntarily dismissed without prejudice. And then, let's see how I do my signature area right there. Okay, now I got the program with the papers already on it. Now, that's something else, man. They sent me a lot of stuff. Like I said, I glanced over some of it. And some of it, man, is really, really helpful stuff. I made y'all a video. Y'all should go watch them. At any rate, guys, with that, we'll see what's going to happen over the next few months. With that, I'm out.